Welcome to Sideline Sports, where we give you an up-close and personal look at the teams, coaches, and athletes that make up the Columbia Basin. This week, we look at the annual Big Bend Community College basketball games, alumni versus the current players. Also, in football, it's Royal City versus LaSalle. I'm Jeff Slakey. Sideline Sports starts now. Brought to you in part by Banner Bank. Get the big shot treatment you deserve.
Madison Wilcox had a game-high 20 points as the Lady Vikings opened their season with a 72-68 win against Everett. Wilcox shot 8 for 11 from the field and added 5 rebounds in Friday night's season opener. Big Bend opened up an 18-9 lead after the first quarter, but struggled in the second, getting outscored 21-6 and trailing at half 30-24. The Vikings rallied to take a 51-47 lead at the end of 3 and held on for the 4-point win. Big Bend's Sonny Martinez added 13 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 steals in the game. Alexis Biggerstaff led Everett with 17 points, and Lily Hildebrand led all players with 14 rebounds. The Vikings return home on December 1st for their next matchup against Multnomah. This is Joe Utter for iFiber One Sports.
Sideline Sports is brought to you in part by Cheryl Kono, Farmers Insurance. Talk to farmers and get smarter about your insurance. It was the traditional Big Bend Community College versus the Big Bend alumni basketball game last week.
Both the current Big Bend men's and women's basketball teams came away with victories in the annual alumni games on Saturday. The men's team faced a 37-32 deficit at halftime, but put up 67 points in the second half and held on to beat the alumni team 94-84. Jacob McCord led the men's team with 22 points and added 7 rebounds. JJ Eli had 21 points, 12 rebounds, and 5 assists. For the alumni, Joe Timofeyev had 26 points to lead all scorers. The women's team opened their regular season with a 72-68 win over Everett, and in another close game held off the alumni for a 72-64 win. The Lady Vikings return home on December 1st for a matchup against Multnomah. The Runnin' Vikings head to Utah this week for the Salt Lake City tournament. Their first home game of the season is set for December 9th for the Big Bend tournament. This is Joe Utter for iFiber One Sports.
Grant Transit Authority, celebrating 20 years of public transportation for Grant County. Transit, it's what moves us. Royal has reached the state semifinals with a 42-12 win over LaSalle.
Royal football cruised to a 42-12 victory over LaSalle Friday night to reach the 1A state semifinals. Caden Jenks rushed for 3 touchdowns and added a defensive touchdown in the first half as the Knights opened up a 28-0 lead at halftime.
Jenks would cap off Royal's opening drive with a 5-yard rushing touchdown. The Knights went up 15-0 with 11:40 left to play in the second quarter as Jenks added his second touchdown of the game and Royal completed the 2-point conversion. It was Jenks scoring again on LaSalle's next drive as he picked up a fumble on an option play and took it 83 yards to give Royal a 22-0 lead.
On the very next drive, Isaac Ellis picked off LaSalle quarterback Bridger Parrish as the defense notched its second touchdown of the quarter, matching the Knights' offensive total in the first half. Jenks opened the second half with a 4-yard touchdown run, and the Knights added another touchdown in the fourth.
The Knights have now won 24 straight games dating back to the 2014 state playoffs. Royal will face the winner of Saturday's game between Zilla and Deer Park that kicks off at noon. This is Joe Utter for iFiber One Sports.
This has been another presentation of Sideline Sports. I'm Jeff Slakey.
Your debit card is gone, vanished, never to be seen again. At least you have the WTB mobile app from Washington Trust, so you can report your debit card lost or stolen and immediately block any unauthorized purchases. Then just swing into any branch and get your new card on the spot. It's so quick and easy, you may even have time to tackle some yard work.